This is a Seawall inspection conducted in North Miami Beach by N.M.B on July 29th, 2014. We're going to take a look at the bottom footer of the seawall. It appears to be a 35 to 40-year-old seawall, and then inspect all the panels and H pilings while we're doing it. This inspection is conducted in North Miami Beach. See here on this H piling there's some cracks. I'm going to go right now on the water port part of it, on the lower section, and then we're going to come back doing the seawall on the upper quadrant of the seawall. So we're going to run the lower part, the footer height of the seawall, and look at the conditions. We're moving from the south west corner to the northeast corner. That's the direction of movement. Right here we can see there's a space between the panel and the bottom sediment because of erosion. This panel as well. This panel also has a bit of a soil loss underneath, and there's a gap. Checking the next. This is an area where the old dock is just collapsed here. here, this area is very close to the steep grade of the canal, and that's causing some erosion as well, and would require some deep battle pile work if that happens in the future. That's about, the water depth here is about 6 feet away from the wall. It's about 12 feet on average, so that's the average depth if you want to angle data piles. This is the northeast dividing of the properties, two properties, and you can see this cap is much higher on the adjacent property, and now we're going to start moving in the opposite direction and showing the top areas. The bottom, as I said, already showed 3 or 4 areas where the panels are open. That's very easily repairable. Don't see, all the radiuses will need obviously to be redone. As you can see, they have separated and are no longer creating containment for the seawall. The tieback covers are still covered well, which is a good thing. This is that broken small piece of dock we're passing by now, which obviously needs to be taken off. Again, the panels look good. I don't see any horizontal cracking, any longitudinal. This is an old cap, but also I don't see any big areas that have settled. Right there, that tieback area needs to be resealed properly, and again, you can hear the radiuses. All the radiuses need to be redone. There's part of the 5-year maintenance or whatever that is needed, and obviously the entire thing needs to be jet cleaned and assessed for other cracks on the areas that are covered. The fact that there's no indication of any cracking on the top of the panel is a very good indication of still structural integrity is relatively good for the age of the seawall, and you can see the seawall is also pitching up straight without any leaning angles in or out, and there's some usual right here. You can see there's a longitudinal crack right there, but that's very normal, and it's where the H-pile was struck in, and that could be repaired, and is not structural. Continuing, we're going over the corner, and you can see again there's a lot of vegetation here over the cap, but the cap is still sound, and again the panels are show no cracking and no, just the radiuses are really busted, and you can see right there how brittle they are. Right here the H-pile got a little damage and the rebar is showing, but again that's very easily repaired, and you can see this radius, how easily it just separates because it's no longer connected, so it's not doing anything where it sits. Right here there's some very light hairline fractures going up horizontally on the top of the panel, also very easily repaired. Part of the issue here is that there's no weep hole release in the seawall, so that's definitely something that needs to be considered. We highly recommend the jet valve system. Again, just a little bit of light cracking, some longitudinal, some horizontal, still within the normal age of the seawall. That's very normal. A little bit of cracking over there on the H-pile, easily repaired. The H-piling condition is actually as well in a pretty good shape, and we're going to take a long shot here to show this facing part of the wall and show how really it is still pitching nice and straight. Panels also looking good in this area. And of course the radius is, again, on all the H patterns, you can see right here the radius is gone completely. It'll be good to have them, and then with the weep hole release, the seawall could still stand for quite a long time. Continuing down, cap in this area shows similar condition as before. It's just covered with growth. Some little hairline cracking, spot of cracking right there, and right there, and a little bit there, and some light cracking in the cap and in the H pile. All easily repaired. Really give the seawall a fair to good condition considering its age and its position in the canal. We're reaching right the end. This is the end where we started in the beginning. This is the southwest corner, and the seawall actually appears to be in relatively good structural condition. Some 3 or 4 panels that need to be, they had a footer weight made for them, and with the right release system on the seawall, it should leave for quite a few more years. This inspection was conducted by SeaMeDive in North Miami Beach, Florida on the 29th of July 2014. Thank you very much.